I would say generically, in terms of focus, you have squat, bench, and deadlift. But I think overall, it's not just the compound movements that are the focus. It's so much more. I think it involves the mind, the body, but also the soul here. It really digs into the psychosis. How deep can you go? How bad do you want it? So I think the sport itself brings that out in terms of the human emotions, and that's one of the reasons why I truly appreciate partaking in the sport. So.
Lifting as much weight as you can with 3 specific lifts. You have the first squat, then you have the bench press, then you have the deadlift. And the entire sport revolves around those 3 basic movements, and just lifting as much weight as you can for one single repetition for each lift. And for me personally, a lot of it is more of a test of your strength, both like inside and outside. Like you have to have a certain mental resilience to it.
What does it take? I would say strong bones and tendons. There's a lot of heavy weights that we seek in terms of competition, also in training. So I think just the basic of eating well, good sleep. I'm finding that as an older athlete, 39 years old, about good 8 hours of sleep is very consistent with my training. I've noticed that when I only get 5 or 6 hours, my training dwindles a little bit. So good sleep, good eating, but also consistency too, where you come in, you have the motivation, the drive, and you gotta beat your goals each day. So I think the mental aspect of it is a big part of the sport as well.
So originally I was gonna do bodybuilding, and then one of my friends told me about this gym, and I looked up what powerlifting was, and I was like, ooh, that kind of looks like fun. So I came here and checked it out. I signed up for my first competition, and then I've been hooked ever since. So.
Taken over my whole life. It is, I mean, it didn't always, I started in the gym kind of bodybuilding, and I was in a really abusive relationship at that time, so I always felt like I was being put down and that I was told I wasn't good enough, not strong, weak, etc., like you name it, you did it. And I got to know people in the gym that did powerlifting, and they encouraged me because I kind of like the idea of being strong. Of course, who wouldn't? And they said I should try it. And so I trained myself for my first competition, and I fell in love with it. And then my goal became to be stronger than him, which I've done, which is crazy. And that was a huge milestone for me. So for me, it was a road of redemption, and ever since then, it's kind of taken over my life.
So typical training is 4 days a week, bench 1 day, squats 1 day, accessories day 3, and then deadlift day 4. It depends. It shouldn't take you more than an hour. I personally like to talk. This is my community. I get sidetracked, so I'm here for a couple hours. And then competitions, they're all day. They're from 9 a.m. until like 5, 6 o'clock at night.
Injuries are, it's not socially acceptable to say this, but it's true. Injuries are kind of like a rite of passage in powerlifting. Look at all the people who are at the top of the sport, world record holders, national record holders. They've been in the sport for over a decade, 2 decades. Almost every single one of them has had a major injury. I've had 3 major injuries already, and I've only been in 2 competitions. So like, I tore my lat first, and then I tore my hamstring on 2 separate occasions. So yeah, it's a saying, when you're pushing your limits, like that often, the limits start to push back. So a lot of it is smart programming, and be smart about it. Know when to push your limits and when to back down.
After a competition, your body is a very weakened, prone state. That's why a lot of people get sick, because your immune system drops. Because it's not just 1 lift, it's 9 lifts that you have to perform on top of all your warm-ups, on top of the adrenaline rush, on top of the fear. So the day after, most people will just sleep. And you feel, it's a type of tired that it's hard to explain. It's not just a soreness, you don't feel sore. It's an ache, almost like you feel like your body weighs 200 more pounds. So it feels heavy, you just feel heavy, and things ache. So, and things are super duper duper tight. So if you move the wrong way, which is what happened to me, things can get hurt. So generally after meet, you want to take time off. Like I said, some people just take the whole week off from lifting anything, and just, some people will go for a jog, for a run, for a hike, just light cardio, just to get the blood flow to the muscles.